Welcome back to Agronomag. In today's video, we're looking at the 15 best types of roosters for your flock. If you're looking to add a good old rooster to your flock, there are quite a few things that you should have in mind before you make that final choice. You may think that it's all about the colour of the rooster, for example, but it's a lot more complicated than that. Roosters are very diversified creatures, each has its own unique attitude and they react differently depending on which rooster you end up buying at the end of the day. This is why for today we decided to offer you a quick little countdown of the top 15 best types of roosters that you can purchase for your flock. While this will all still come down to you, what you need to understand is the fact that you will still need to put in a lot of work into training them from the moment you get them, because if you don't, you're going to end up with a little troublemaker that you honestly don't want around your flock. So with that being said, let's just jump right into our number 15 pick, and by far one of the most popular rooster types out there, aka the Silky Rooster. Let's be honest here, you don't actually get a Silky Rooster for the sake of just getting a rooster. You get one because of how incredibly cute and unique they are. On top of that, Silky Roosters make for some great lap pets. That's right, they'll literally jump into your lap and sit there like glorified puppies all day long. But when their flock is threatened, they can be quite proactive at protecting their chicks, and their alarm sound is about as effective as they get. So you know that they'll have done all that they could have to protect your farm. Number 14, the Sussex Rooster. This used to be the most famous breed back in the Middle Ages, and for good reason too. They are extremely gentle creatures and they're usually in a good mood as well, making it quite literally one of the best breeds in case you have a lot of people coming over and you don't want them getting scared of the rooster anytime soon. Not only that, but the Sussex Rooster is also a great protector of their flock. They'll literally sound the alarm the second something's off, calling all of his chicks to him so that he can protect them from up close. Number 13, the Polish Rooster. Just look at that beautiful mane, what a truly majestic creature this is. The Polish Rooster is especially known for that unique pom-pom head appearance, which is why most people that get this breed do so simply because they want a touch of uniqueness around their backyard. On top of that though, the Polish Rooster is also a great help against any predators. They will literally stand their ground even in front of very big predators, flaunting their spiky appearance to make sure that they know the flock is under their protection. Number 12, Rhode Island Red Rooster. If you want the best defense for your flock, then the Rhode Island Red Rooster is what you're looking for. Equally dangerous to predators and humans alike, they're literally a burglar's worst nightmare because once they get hold of you, they will literally not stop chasing you even after you kick them around several times. They're extremely defensive creatures that care about their flock more than anything else out there, and they'll gladly give their lives for the sake of their flock making it out alive. Number 11, the Sebright Rooster. The Sebright Rooster is basically known for being a very active rooster full of personality. This is the type of rooster that will sing all day long and even attack anyone that dares to interact with his ladies. This type of rooster takes a lot of training to make sure that he doesn't attack you or anyone else that comes into contact with him and his chicks. While many would consider this to be relatively bad for a rooster, we still have to mention how it can also be a good thing if you take the proper amount of time to train it, and most importantly, if you don't give up halfway through it simply because they're a bit too hard to manage. The great thing about the Sebright Rooster, however, is that it actually is the type of rooster that will always protect his flock. So if you need a guardian that will always sound the alarm when anything goes awry, then the Sebright Rooster is the perfect choice for you. Number 10, the Plymouth Rock Rooster. The Plymouth Rock Rooster is pretty much the only rooster you ever saw at your grandparents' farm. They used to be the crowd favourite back in the day, and although this opinion has changed ever so slightly over the years, they still remain some of the absolute best roosters you can possibly get. They are these strong and independent roosters that will never stray away from their flock, and on top of it all, they're extremely good at camouflaging themselves amongst the chicks. So if anyone dares to enter your farm without your permission, they will never see that attack coming. All jokes aside, the Plymouth Rock Rooster is pretty much just a basic choice that every flock needs. If you're looking for a dependable and really proactive worker around your flock, then look no further than the Plymouth Rock Rooster. Number 9, the Java Rooster. The saddest part about the Java Rooster is definitely the fact that it doesn't get anywhere near enough attention these days, to the point where they're amongst the least popular rooster breeds out there. This is a real shame considering just how much they bring to the table, no pun intended. They come in various different colours, including black, white and mottled. And while they can look quite menacing from afar, they're also amongst the kindest and gentlest of all rooster breeds. While it will not back away from a fight if someone's mistreating the ladies around his yard, he will also not attack randomly like many other roosters would. Instead, the Java Rooster will pretty much just keep to himself for the most part. You can even keep one as a pet around the house, and that's how gentle they are. They're also known for how long it takes for them to fully mature, but this is worth it at the end of the day since you're pretty much getting yourself a 10-pound rooster right here. Number 8, the Buff Orpington Rooster. If you're looking for a kind and gentle rooster breed, then the Buff Orpington Rooster should always be amongst the top picks for you, simply because of how docile they can really be. Unlike with many other roosters out there, this breed is a perfect example of nature versus nurture at its finest, because you can literally turn your violent chicken from hell into what can only be described as a dog with feathers by simply making sure he's not mistreated during his lifetime. They're also the type of roosters to literally put their lives on the line for their chicks, and they've done so multiple times over the course of history. They're quite good at taking on most intruders too, so if you want a watchdog but you don't want to buy an actual dog, the Buff Orpington Rooster might be the best choice for you. Number 7, the Cochin Rooster. Have you ever seen a video of a rooster literally jumping into the lap of the owner and sitting there like a glorified cat? Well, chances are that you are most likely looking at a Cochin Rooster right there, because they're amongst the favourites for families to adopt nowadays. They're known as the perfect house roosters, and although you can also use them perfectly well with your flock, we still recommend you give them a pet or two every now and then, and you'll have them follow you around your farm like the little goobers they are. The only real problem with the Cochin Rooster is that, as you can tell already, they're very kind and gentle, not exactly what we would refer to as the best guardian for your flock out there. So if you want a strong and immovable object that will lay his life for his flock, then you're probably looking for a breed that isn't Cochin. But if you just want a cute ball of feathers that will follow you around like a pup all day long, then go for the Cochin Rooster, you won't be disappointed. Number 6, the Faverolle Rooster. Step aside, we have a king coming through. The Faverolle Rooster is a breed that you usually pick out if you need a strong presence that just looks like royalty around your farm. This breed is especially dignified and quite handsome, if we can say so ourselves. On top of that, he is unmistakably the rooster of the flock, so you'll never mistake him for any of the chicks around the place either. The Faverolle Rooster breed is known for being extremely good at protecting their flock, and on top of that, they are very proactive, literally running around the whole farm all day long trying to find any imposters running amok on your grounds. They also have beautiful voices, and they'll constantly call the ladies around them to make sure that they have them protected at all times. What we can say, they're the real gentleman type. Number 5, the Langshan Rooster. If you want a dash of uniqueness around your farm, then we highly recommend you go for the Langshan Rooster, simply because very few people out there have picked one for their flock over the past couple of years. And for that is because they are not exactly the best when it comes to protecting their flock, but what they do have instead is the massive size that will turn around anyone that dares to come a bit too close to the flock. While their size may seem a bit daunting, you should never be afraid of the Langshan Rooster, because they are literally the gentlest giants you'll ever see around your farm. They're the types to run away from danger, but also run towards anyone that's looking to offer free pats on the back. If that sounds like a good deal for you, then the Langshan Rooster is exactly what you need in your life. Number 4, the Australorp Rooster. The pictures do the Australorp Rooster no justice, because they make him look like any other black rooster out there. But when the sun shines just right, you'll be delighted to see the incredible beetle green hue that comes off of its feathers. The funniest part about the Australorp Rooster is definitely its bad reputation. It is known for being extremely violent, when in fact this breed is usually the type of rooster that will run away from anyone that dares to speak in a tone that sounds even remotely angry. It takes a lot to get on their good side, but once you do, the Australorp Rooster will be a great addition to your flock and even your family if you want to own one as a pet. They're extremely good at herding their flock, and they always spend extra time to make sure that all of their ladies are caught up before moving on to the next place they want to do their magic on. Number 3, the Welsummer Rooster. The Welsummer Rooster is the classic rooster breed that you usually see in videos all over the internet and even in animated depictions of farms and flocks. This is because for quite a very long time they've been the absolute most popular rooster breed out there, to the point where it was hard for any of the other rooster breeds to even compete anymore. This is for good reason too, as the Welsummer Rooster offers everything you could possibly ask for from a rooster. You have a great guardian for your flock, a beautiful addition to your farm, and most importantly, a non-violent rooster that will always greet you first thing in the morning with their beautiful song. If anything, they're a bit too loving of their chicks. They'll even allow them to pluck at their feathers until they have bald spots all around their bodies. They're little Romeos that will run from chick to chick, definitely a great addition for any flock out there. Number 2, the Barbu Rooster. Despite being one of the smallest breeds of roosters out there, the Barbu Rooster is by far one of the cutest and most aesthetically pleasing rooster breeds you'll ever see in your life. As you can tell from the images here, they're literally amongst the strangest and most weirdly attractive roosters out there. And on top of that, they're also extremely good with the ladies, always protecting them and even looking over them while they dine to make sure that they're protected. The only real problem is that they're also quite aggressive, so you'll need to spend some extra time training them if you don't want there to be any problems around your farm. Trust us when we tell you that you don't want to get into a scuffle with any of these bad boys. They may be small, but they're also the most vicious when it comes to defending their flock. And last but not least, at number 1, we have the Brahma Rooster. All hail the king of the chicken coop, step aside for the mighty Brahma Rooster. This is one of the largest and most beautiful rooster breeds out there, the second largest to be precise, right after the Jersey Giant, which took the world by storm a couple of years ago. The Brahma Roosters grow quite large, up to 2 feet in height to be precise, which can be quite scary if you're not accustomed to them. But luckily for you, they're also extremely gentle creatures, rarely if ever actually attacking a human. Because of their size, however, they're especially good at protecting their flock, and on top of that, they're also very good with the ladies, always sticking to them like hot glue and never leaving their sight. The only problem with the Brahma Rooster is that they're a bit too docile, to the point where they can even be bullied or attacked by other roosters around your yard if you don't make sure that they get along beforehand. So keep your Brahma Roosters safe. If anything, make sure that you only get this breed so you don't have to deal with any other altercations around your farmhouse. So now you should know which of these rooster breeds is the best for you. Will you go for a large breed, a violent and overprotected breed, or the kind and gentle feathered puppy breed? It's all up to you, of course. So for now, we'll leave you with that. Hopefully you know now which to go for in terms of roosters. And with that being said, we would like to thank you for reading and wish you good luck with that.